Hi guys, Will here from WB Trading and welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so that you don't miss any of the free content that I share with the trading community here on YouTube. So today I want to talk to you about the advantages and the disadvantages of mechanical trading strategies. Now, firstly, if you aren't sure what a mechanical strategy is, simply put, it's a strategy that's applied using rules, i.e. when X happens, buy the market. Place your stop at Y, and when Z happens, exit for a profit, etc. And this is the opposite of a discretionary strategy, which, as the name suggests, requires discretion, predictions, best guesses, and so on. Now, for me, when I began trading mechanically, I gained profitability. And for almost all of the traders I've shared my strategies with, that's also been the case. So for that reason, I swear by them, understandably. But that's not to say they're for everyone. Some people who have the time to spend years learning to read the markets and thousands of hours studying technical and fundamental analysis might prefer to use discretion. But for most people, spending 2, 3, 4 years and thousands of hours of their time isn't really feasible. And they prefer to simply learn a rule-based framework and to follow these rules and execute, which is what a mechanical strategy actually allows people to do. But again, they aren't without their disadvantages, and in today's video, we'll cover these along with the advantages so that you can decide whether a mechanical strategy might be right for you. So with that said, let's get started with the first disadvantage, which is drawdown. Now, drawdown can be slightly more difficult to deal with when you're trading a mechanical strategy because you have to carry on executing and follow the rules no matter what. Whereas if you're using discretion, you might decide against certain trades or certain trade setups. But when trading mechanically, every single signal needs to be taken. Now, drawdown's always difficult whatever the strategy, right? But on the other side of this, one advantage is that run-up is incredibly efficient as it comes without any of the quote-unquote work that's required to achieve this via a discretionary strategy. Again, as mechanical traders, all we do is follow the rules through thick and thin, whatever the results, and with Hedge, we always come out ahead. It's pretty much as simple as that. Now, with a discretionary strategy, you have to draw on the pivot points, draw on the trend lines, mark the support and resistance zones, scan through the time frames, take a look at X indicator, take a look at Y indicator, and on and on. Whereas with a mechanical strategy, you open your chart, mark the relevant parameters, and await your entry trigger. It really does save you a heap of time, a heap of effort and work, and you skip the guesswork too, which can be a huge advantage. Another disadvantage though to mechanical strategies is the needing to take every trade no matter what. Now, God knows I've been given some entry signals and I've thought there's no way this trade is going to work out, but lo and behold, they can at times be the month making wins or the year making wins. So it's crucial to see past the emotion and simply execute. And that actually leads into a significant advantage of mechanical strategies, and that's that there's very little, if any, skill or work required to actually trade them profitably because all there is to do is simply follow a proven set of rules. That's it. There's no ifs or buts. There's no should I or shouldn't I. There's an entry signal and an exit signal, making them extremely efficient to trade. And by the way, if you are enjoying the video today, it would be great if you take just a second to hit that like button and leave a comment. That would really help me if that's okay with you. And it'd also be great to actually hear from those of you who've tuned in today too. So another disadvantage to mechanical strategies, they can be extremely challenging to build, and God, do I know this to be true. So I put together a video actually running through how I find sources of Hedge and build the data and the statistics on them and begin to put together rules and then test these rules and so on. And I'll link to that video in the description for those of you who want to watch that. But yes, the strategies are simple and easy to trade. That's a clear advantage, but actually building a complete, viable, profitable, proven strategy can take weeks and months of work and hundreds of hours of time to do. Worth it in the end, but a real challenge as anyone who's ever tried to build one will know firsthand. Again though, when the hard work is done, from there, and with the strategy rules in hand, it's then simply a matter of consistent implementation, which is a very relaxing way to trade when compared with the stresses and strains of using discretion as an example. And what I'd ask is, how badly do you want to trade profitably? Because a lot of people say that they want to trade for a living. They say that they want to put an end to the losing money, achieve profitability, but they're still gambling. They're still guessing and predicting. And there's a saying, isn't there? There's no such thing as a rich gambler. So for those of you watching this today who are still attempting to trade with discretion, using best guesses, using predictions, etc., why is it that you're still gambling when you could be the casino? And what I mean by that is, when you have edge and a clear proven strategy, in the long run all you have to do is execute and let that edge play out. So in that sense, you are the casino, in that a casino has edge over its customers. Whereas if you're trading without edge and you look at the markets every day and jump in and out without any structure, you're not the casino. You're the customer walking into the casino who's there to punt away their money with best guesses and in the end most likely lose it all. And the thing is, you do get to choose. If you are a trader who's still struggling, you could join me in trading my strategies as one example and gain edge and become the casino if you'd like to. So don't be that person who says they want to trade for a living but does nothing about it and then complains at the end of the day that they've lost money, because the option is there. Profitable strategies are there. Now, on to the final disadvantage that I have for you today, and it somewhat goes back to my point about having to execute no matter what and needing to take every trade, but it's more specifically not being able to make real-time judgments about the market. Now, what I mean by this is, let's say you're given an entry signal and you're told to get long, but you're just below a major resistance level. Now, in this scenario, you have to execute even if the market is screaming at you not to, because it's part of your mechanical strategies framework. And again, every trade has to be taken. This can be really hard for some people. And what happens, they see the resistance level, they skip the trade because of this, they override the strategy rules, and it goes on to completely ignore the resistance level and be a big winning trade that they've now missed out on. Now, on the other side of this can actually become an advantage though, in that if you're a trader who can follow rules consistently long term without any self-doubt, mechanical strategies are absolutely perfect for you because they provide this complete framework, a proven set of rules, a structured plan to follow. And if you're a trader who'd prefer to trade this way without any of the guesses or predictions or second guessing yourself in the market, again, mechanical strategies will undoubtedly completely change your trading for the better. Anyway, I hope that helps, and for those of you who weren't sure what a mechanical strategy is or how one works, hopefully that's got the questions answered, along with explaining slightly more about the advantages and the disadvantages of them compared to discretionary strategies. I'll leave it there for today, and as always, trade with edge, with consistency, and I'll look forward to having you back here on the channel soon. Thanks everyone.